Hey there, in today's video I want to share with you my personal journey of me changing my gut health, and I'll give you 11 crucial tips that I wish that I told myself earlier to get a head start on my GI tract. Stick around because this information can change your life. Guys, let's talk about poop. Howdy y'all, Dr. Islam here, aka your poop guru and gut microbiome expert, a board certified gastrologist trained at the Mayo Clinic. Come see us at Gastro for all your GI needs. You see, I used to take my GI health for granted. When I was younger, I thought nothing can destroy my gut, nothing can make me feel bad. You know how you feel when you're younger, you feel invincible. So I ate everything that was bad. I ate processed foods, I ate out at Burger King pretty much every single day. I loaded up on sugar, I loaded up on pizza. And then soon I started to realize I was struggling with sluggishness, fatigue, just feeling bloated all the time. My bowel movements were out of whack. Even my mood was changing as well. Little did I realize that the source of all these changes lied inside my gut. These are the 11 insights and tips that I wish I knew earlier, or that I learned to adopt, that literally changed my life, changed my gut, and changed my well-being. So tip number 1, start early. Now I know that hindsight's 20/20, and maybe we wish we'd have started in our 20s or 30s, but the time to start is now. And if you have the opportunity to change your health now, do it now. The more you can change your health earlier on, the better leeway you have and runway you have to improve your gut health later on. We all know that the beginning of the journey is the hardest, but the sooner you can start that journey, the more easier it's going to be over time, and the more time you'll have to adjust your GI tract. But having said that, I don't want you to despair if you're starting late in the game, because starting late in the game, it's much better than starting never. Tip number 2, don't eat out every single day. So when I was younger, especially in college and medical school, I ate out every single day. It was quick, it was easy, and it was yummy. But I did not realize the impact that had. Even the quote unquote healthy foods that I went out and ate, I did not realize the impact that had on our gut. Food that's made outside is made to be yummy, it's made to taste good, and because of that, it has the problem of destroying your gut microbiome. But I didn't realize that. And in fact, I tried to do everything I could to be healthy when I ate outside, but all the preservatives, the oils, the dressings, even the way the food is stored has an impact on your health overall. So get rid of that habit of having the easy way out by eating out every single day. Try to limit it as much as you can. And so now I just eat out at most once per week, and I only do that when we're doing a gathering. Number 3, focus less on red meat when it comes to protein. Now, protein is important. It's important for your health, it's important to build muscles, and it's important for overall health. But there's been an emphasis on red meat and pork also as the best source of protein. This is not true. There are so many other sources of protein, and when I was younger, I used to chomp and eat so much beef because I thought that was the most effective way for me to get protein. But I did not realize, number 1, there are other ways to get protein, but also number 2, all the other negative problems when it comes to red meat. Red meat is a pro-inflammatory substance. And so not only are you getting the protein, you're getting all the other inflammatory components associated with that meat. Fats, bad bacteria, increase in what are called cytokines. And there are studies after studies after studies showing that the more red meat that you have, the more problems you're gonna have with your gut health, which can lead to long-term problems like cancer, heart disease, and brain health. And so don't focus on red meat for your protein. Now, protein is important, but there's so many other ways to get protein, whether it's plants, whether it's vegetables, whether it's chicken. Find a different alternative when it comes to protein, especially if you're focused on red meat. Number 4, eliminate or minimize sugar. Sugar is made to be addicting. It is so yummy, but it's in everything. It's in ketchup, it's in mayonnaise, it's in bread. And so sugar is basically in every single food that's out there, and it's made to be in there to make it taste good so you can want more and more and buy more of it. Do what you can to eliminate or minimize sugar, I did not realize how much sugar was affecting my life. Even when I thought I was healthy, I was having food that had sugar in it, and it made me crave that sugar more and more. And it totally disrupted my gut microbiome, made me more bloated, altered my mood swings. It just made me feel bad. So as much as you can, try to eliminate sugar. Look at the ingredients, see what's added in there. Look for keywords like high fructose corn syrup. These are added sugars that are made to make the food taste good. And because of that, it makes it more addicting and more likely for you to want more and more. But this will disrupt your gut microbiome, it'll make you more constipated, bloated, and make your gut health worse. Number 5, it's okay to mess up. Listen, I am not perfect. I know that's hard to believe, but there are days when I'm not on my diet. And when I was younger, I used to think if I lost track of my diet, the whole world would end. I was a failure. I could not get back on. What's the point of even trying? And so keep in mind, it is a long journey when it comes to health. So even if you mess up one day, that's okay. The most important thing is to get back on that horse the next day and try again. Life's a journey, and having these missteps is part of life, not a problem at all. Just make sure when you do fall off that bandwagon that you get back on and you restart your journey for better health. Number 6, limit your choices in food. I know, that's crazy. I know people want to have this variety of food that's out there. But what I found for me is that if I have the same thing every single day, I know exactly what I'm eating. I know exactly the calorie count. I know how much food I'm intaking. I also know that I'm not going to go beyond that. There is freedom in limiting your choice. So because of that, I started to limit what I eat. I had the same breakfast, the same lunch, and the same snacks pretty much every single day. The only difference that may be occurring may be in dinner when I maybe change things up. But I consistently have the same thing every single day. And for me, this limits the choice I have to make for my life. And the less choices I have to make, the better it is for my mental well-being. But in addition, I know exactly what I'm eating. And I also know because of that, the exact calorie count and the exact proteins, carbs, and fats I'm having every single day. Limit your choices. There is freedom and limitation. Make vegetables the main part of your meal. I know a lot of us may have grown up with a lot of meat, a lot of protein, with a little bit of vegetables. I would change that perspective. Make the vast majority of your plate vegetables. Have that as the main part of your meal with a small amount of protein. And so focus more on adding more vegetables to your plate. Add more and more vegetables, make that the vast majority of your plate, and then have a little bit of protein added on that. Too many of us, including me when I was younger, did the exact opposite, where we load our plate with protein, maybe even carbohydrates, and sprinkle some vegetables on top of that. Do the exact opposite, because that's gonna make you feel fuller. It'll give you the nutrients, the antioxidants, and the minerals that you need. And it's also going to limit the bad things that you're putting into your food. Focus on balanced nutrition. Having that balance is what's critical for longevity when it comes to gut health. Focusing on just one meal only, or focusing on just one food group only and eliminating everything else is not practical unless you actually have a medical condition like celiac disease. But have that balance so you can enjoy the foods that you want. I found that for me, the more balance that you have, the less you demonize one particular food group, like a lot of us do when it comes to carbohydrates, the better it's gonna be to have longevity and to sustain your lifestyle choices. Incorporate working out as early as you can. There are so many benefits when it comes to working out. Makes you live longer, makes you look beautiful, and it is the best natural endorphin when it comes to mental well-being. But in addition to that, it can change your gut microbiome. Your gut thrives on movement. It needs to move, it needs all things to push through, and by exercising, you're forcing your GI tract to change the way it metabolizes foods. It also forces your GI tract to make sure it can do things as efficiently as it needs to be doing. So incorporate exercise early. I did not realize all the benefits when it came to exercise when I was younger. And so when I started exercising, I was like, oh my goodness, this is literally the best thing for my life. I had more energy, I had better bowel movements, I was able to lose weight, my mental well-being was much improved, it was a stress management, I just felt good with the way I looked. So as soon as you can, incorporate some sort of exercise, whether it's walking, lifting weights, swimming. Do something that's fun and enjoyable, but incorporate that into your daily lifestyle. Try to incorporate probiotic foods. Now what I would say for this is find foods that are probiotic rich that you enjoy. And that's okay, you can limit your foods to that. So for me, I enjoy things that are sour. I love sauerkraut. I love sour pickles. And so because of that, I try to incorporate that in every single meal. There are other foods I don't like that are probiotic foods. And that's okay, because I found the probiotic food that I enjoy, and so try to incorporate that in every single meal. Experiment. See what works for you, see what doesn't work, and see what you enjoy. Find ways to manage your stress. Now listen, I know we're all stressed. There's so many things going on in the world, in your personal life. I have literally never met anyone in any sphere of life that is not stressed in some way. So we all deal with it. This is the natural part of being a human being, but you need to find ways to adapt to that. Stress plays a significant role when it comes to mental well-being and your overall health. The more stress that you have, the more cortisol that you produce, the more changes you have in your gut microbiome, in your digestion, and how you feel. So you need to find ways to manage that stress. So what I do, I go for walks, I work out, I spend time with my family, I journal, I watch great movies. Find ways that you can incorporate stress reduction in your life every single day, because not only will this help out with your mental well-being, but your gut will change. It'll change your gut microbiome for the better. It'll improve your digestion. It'll improve your pain. It'll help you to manage things that you did not think you can manage before. So here's my call to action to you. If you've not incorporated these things, try to incorporate it today in your life. The earlier you do it, the better it's gonna be for your overall gut health. So here's my question today for you. Do you have anything you would add to this list? What changes have you made? What differences have you noticed that you wish you did earlier? Comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and come see us at Lubbock Gastro for all your GI needs.